What's up, everybody? Chuck Bailey with the Bass Channel and Fuzz Friday. Back again. Here we are. New studio, new lights, new pedals, new opportunities to introduce something pretty rad. This is called the Stone Age from Thermion Engineering. I'm very excited for this. Let's check it out. This wonderful little box of fuzzy magic, as I said earlier, is called the Stone Age. Thermion Engineering makes this awesome pedal that can be used for guitar and bass. But when I was talking to the people over at Thermion Engineering, they said that they were really stoked to have a full review done for how this performed on bass. So we were happy to oblige. One thing that I'd like to point out, besides this killer artwork and the chassis being really nice, is that it has so much modifiable, yeah, let's do that, modifiable fuzz tones that you can get from this. So it's completely transistor based. It has two high band filters that you can engage. It has a clean signal blend in switch, like hard switches, so you can hear it. I like that. Some people don't. I do. It's got an octave switch and it's got a bypass. This is what's really cool. It's not just one fuzz, right? Again, it's transistor based. So you have 3 transistors to choose from, 4 different fuzzes. My favorite one, which is the last one, is Thermion Engineering's take on the Big Muff, and I freaking fell in love with that specific fuzz setting. But what's really cool about this is that they're all really good. They're all very usable. It has a volume mix. I really encourage everybody to mess around with these. If you do get one, you should get one. They're fun. The gain and clean mix, super helpful when you're messing with these different fuzz transistors as far as finding the fuzz that you want to use. So let's talk about the EQ. I don't think this pedal was inherently designed for bass. I think it was designed specifically, maybe primarily for guitars, because we noticed something in the examples that we are going to show you and running through its paces with different basses, active, passive, 4-string, 5-string, all of that. And that when we had the EQ engaged, we noticed that there was some low end loss, even with the low cut at its lowest setting, which inherently means the lowest signal from the bass would be unaffected and still low. Ultimately, if you're a bass player, I would think your best course of action would be to leave it off. You get a lot more out of the pedal for your low end retention. Still sounds really good. Still have good fuzz sounds, gnarly. Unless you're going for an effect, whether it's like an intro for a song, or you're approaching a bridge, or you want to affect your signal in the way that bringing the EQ does. That's different. But if you're just going to turn it on and just destroy anything in front of you with this fuzz pedal, just leave it out. I think it works good that way. So with the EQ part covered, because I felt like that was really important, let's go over the rest of these, right? So volume, I've made fun of this before. Please don't make me explain what volume does. You should know that by now. Clean mix. This is wonderful. I've touched on this on other pedals. I really love the fact that they have a clean mix. Here, it's just like it sounds. It brings your clean signal into the fuzz signal, and you get to bring some of that natural low end and natural bass signal into that fuzz. So it sounds richer, it sounds fuller, it sounds nicer, it sounds clean. Gain. It's just gain stage volume. That's exactly what it sounds like, exactly what it is. The gain stage control, also when you engage the add octave, you control the gain for the octave mix as well. Octave mix is exactly how it sounds. It controls the amount of octave signal you are bringing into the overall signal of the fuzz in this pedal. So I have my own preferences as far as settings go. You can get really gnarly with it or very subtle with it. But honestly, 12 o'clock on the octave mix when you are going with some of the other stuff, I left octave mix and clean mix the same. Right in the middle and just a little north of 12 o'clock, like 1 or 2 o'clock on the gain. And this pedal sounded amazing. Every single transistor signal that it gave you, the simple transistor, the Maestro, the fuzz face, Thermions, which again, that was my favorite. That was my favorite one. This, yeah, these don't matter right now because I have it out. Maybe this looks vanilla, but it really did. It worked really well. That setting right there with all three of these engaged, right? Your octave mix, your clean, all of that engaged, that setting right there, it was great. It sounded awesome. I was able to get some really cool, like, indie kind of style vibes when I went to the fuzz face and to the Maestro. The simple transistor had a nice, real, like, full low-end presence to it, but it still sounded very kind of, what's the word? Fuzzy? I don't know any other way to put it. Thermion Engineering, their website's in the description. I'm going to read the back of this because I want to try and pronounce this. Handmade and designed in Albacete, Spain. That's pretty cool. Que bueno. So this pedal's done, and for anything else that you're looking for, they don't have this, but strings, pedals, straps, basses, cabinets, amps, you can get all of that stuff at Zounds. We have an affiliate link down below. If you're going to get it anyways, it helps us tremendously if you click the link. If not, well, I don't know why you wouldn't, but it helps, right? Zounds is awesome. Billy's great. Everyone over there has done a lot to help us with this transition to the new studio. They've helped us tremendously throughout all the years that we've worked with them, and we really appreciate that. They're a great online resource for all kinds of things that may not necessarily be available to you locally right now because of logistics being so difficult for stuff to get to some of these stores. So do yourself a favor, save yourself a little gas, check them out. Chuck Bailey with the Bass Channel. See you guys next time for another Fuzz Friday and a whole lot more.